Good morning. Or so. Yeah, it's still morning. Let's get ready and let's start the day. Good Good morning. It is July 2nd. Boy, that sounds better. Yes, it is 10 o'clock. It is time to start the day. After all, we got an amazing girl.
I'm trying to make the bed.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do or do not. There is no try. You set yourself up for that.
Yes, I did.
But anyway, it is time to go ahead and start the day, have a fun one, and see where the day takes us. First, we gotta go to Publix. We gotta figure out dinner.
Yes.
And then we can go from there. You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's get going to Publix. And let's go get dinner. And then we can figure out what we're doing. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into Publix and let's get our dinner. All right, let's go ahead and let's do chicken rice bowl for dinner. And there we go. Start with the chicken. All right, Southwest corn. All right, let's go ahead and let's get our rice, and I'll pick that up that I just knocked over.
This one we used the last time.
And dull pineapple chunks. Screw it. Let's just get our usual Sonny's Barbecue Sweet. So it's gonna rain on my parade?
Yeah.
Darn. Well, there is good news. Because my parade is not until tomorrow. Do you know why?
No.
Because tomorrow we'll have a rainy day parade at Magic Kingdom. Yes, I have booked us a reservation for tomorrow for Magic Kingdom. And we are going to try to get on two things tomorrow. Tom Sawyer Island and the Riverboat of America.
If we go early enough, maybe we could avoid the storms.
I think so.
But Tom Sawyer Island doesn't open till 11.
That's okay. And then after we're done with that, we can ride a couple more things and then leave and then go get lunch. But we can at least get over there and step foot onto the island.
Like I said, they close it if it's raining.
We can at least try.
Yeah.
I have faith.
At least try.
Dust and pixie dust.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So here is what we're going to be doing today. I have a couple things that I want to do as a fun project. Tiffany is going to go over to the Winter Garden Village, show you guys off some of the stores over there. Yeah. And what's funny too is that whenever she does, she doesn't like go on like shopping hauls, buying a ton of stuff.
No, I just show it off.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't buy really anything. I just like going over there looking at stuff.
No.
Occasionally we'll get something for like...
If Lily has some money and she wants to buy like a Frankenstein.
That or just something for like the holiday season.
It's fine because me and you, we're not the hoarders in the family. Our daughter makes up for that. Our daughter
that we're buying it, though,
needs a freaking tiny home just for her stuff.
I know. We're gonna show this
then
stuff downstairs.
She needs another tiny home for herself to live in, and then another one for us.
Her closet's packed high with plushes on the one side of it. Downstairs, she's got about a 4 by, I'd say, maybe 5 container thing that is just loaded with plushes.
Okay, it is so bad. If we wanted to go ahead and move, let's just say to Ohio, okay? We would have to get a pod, one of those portable on-demand storages, just for her. And then one for us.
Oh my god, it's so bad. She won't let me let anything go. We have stuff out in the garage that are toys from when she was like, God, from 5 years old till she was...
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff
16.
from her 8-year-old era.
Yeah, a lot of toys in there,
now,
but she doesn't play with them anymore, so they're out in the garage. But she will not let me let them go.
On to another part. So, tomorrow I did have another concept for a video. Now that the AC is fixed, I was thinking about going back up to St. Augustine, but taking the girls with this time. And we could go ahead and film up there and show how you can get into the fort. I was saying this is going to be a great concept, great video. And then Tiffany ruins it.
I didn't ruin it.
You did. You told me it was going to be a
He
tropical
forgot
storm.
that there's a tropical storm coming through tomorrow and the 4th of July.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Like and
They'll
subscribe.
close anything around the weather.
No, I mean, it sucks because freaking St. Augustine floods so
It
easily.
does flood over there really bad.
We ran into that issue the one time we were coming back from there.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty darn bad. It's almost as bad as Daytona
Plus,
Beach
you don't
area.
want to be driving those roads. In
Oh god,
really bad
especially
weather.
I-4.
Yeah.
I-4 with the oil spills and
Well,
everything
you
from the
have
cars
can
can
the
be really
beach
bad.
line. Also, that's a really bad one.
Yep. 429 can also
from
be
Daytona.
bad. So that is why I decided, you know what? Screw it. Let's just go over, get in the Magic Kingdom early tomorrow after a nice little breakfast and coffee here. And then go to like a McDonald's after we're done for lunch. Save some money that way versus spending $50 in the park.
Yeah. Not
And
sure
then we're
we
good to
saved
go.
Too much, but we
You
can
can save like $20.
save, yeah.
That's sad, but yeah.
Maybe. All right.
Maybe. Don't get yourself a quarter pounder. Just get yourself a cheeseburger. Because now those are probably like $3 alone.
I think so.
God, prices are getting ridiculous. Even on the cheapest of fast food. But guys, so
Sad.
Tiff and Lil are going to go over and do that. I got some projects here that I want to work on. And then we can relax.
Yep.
And then tonight, do our fun time.
Yep.
And if she says yep one more time, I'm just going to kiss her.
Yep.
You are so sweet.
Mm.
Oh, you want this?
Yeah.
You want it?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
All right. You know what?
All right. I have to get
You
it.
can kiss.
My stuff.
Oh, I love those lips. All right. Have fun. But yeah, guys. So that is our game plan. Honestly, right now, it is 1:04. And truthfully, after I woke up, we went over Publix, and my head wasn't doing so well. Felt a little dizzy-ish, and I don't know if it's because I didn't eat anything or drink anything before going. But I'm feeling better now. But I got stuff to do here that I want to get done. She wants to go ahead and get Lilli away from the tablets. Because really, that's the important thing too. Tablet time can be great for children. YouTube can be great. It's educational if you do it right. And not to mention, it helps them learn about different cultures of the world too. But at the same time, they need to just get out and see what's in their own backyard too. And just have some fun like that. And that's the important part as well. So, you gotta find that balance between technology and real world. But guys, let's go ahead, let's get going. We've got a lot to take care of today. And I made sure Tiffany's Action 5 Pro has a good battery on it. And a fresh memory card as well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's 1:10 and I see and I feel rain. Crap. Alright, I love you. Have fun.
Okay.
Point of view. Kiss a beautiful girl. Have fun. Really.
Right.
Lilli, have fun. Alright, so now that Tiffany is dropped off, we actually have a few things that I want to accomplish at the house area that I've been wanting to go ahead and do. Let's go ahead and let's take care of it. So, we do have holiday time coming up, and one of the ideas that Tiffany has had was trying to figure out how we can go ahead and make the downstairs area over on that side, the game area, actually work for the Christmas tree and everything else that we want. Well, I had an idea on a way to go, okay? There's an iMac downstairs that isn't really in use anymore. We really don't use it. We don't use a lot of that stuff. So I was thinking maybe we could just go ahead and switch it up to reverse the sides. And that in theory could work. So we're going to try to play around with that idea. But let's go ahead, let's get home and let's do it. and we'll see how good that goes. Well, look at that beautiful Mitsubishi right there. That is a nice Galant.
Out of everything in Burlington, this is all I found. There is no Halloween stuff here. $6.99. So I guess I still just have to be patient on waiting. Alright, next stop, see what Ross has. At Ross, found something that would be cool. This thing is huge. She loves it. I'm not getting it though, but this thing's cool. Tucked here in the corner is another Hello Kitty item. Two of them actually. Imagine the prices on these. Let's see. $109.99. Alright, now off to Homegoods. See if they have anything. Well, I'm guessing this is kind of Halloween-ish. That's cool. Oh my goodness, he's so soft. Well, that's interesting. It's a glittery. Oh, somebody spotted a mirror. Okay, those are cool.
Yep, I did. Here, yeah, I did.
Well, this is colorful.
I saw him on.
Alright.
Yeah.
These are cool. Okay, they're all the same. A sticker right on it. That's horrible. It's $9.99. Oh, they did it to every single one of them. Somebody's gonna have a fun time getting those off.
I said so.
She's very fascinated in that mirror. Alright, $29.99 for this one, but I love it. Very, very busy in here today. Lots of people. This is so cute. $24.99. You got pumpkin spice. $80 for this. Room set. Actually, I like that actually. She has one of these. Yeah, I know.
I heard.
Oh, this is so soft. Oh, this is huge.
I take what is it?
$20. 20 for the Jack Skeleton and 12. Okay, this is funny. Frankenstein's bubble lights up. That's cute.
Hey.
Oh, they got a cute one back here. 16. She loves Frankenstein. $14.99. Little car. Alright. Just here for the booth. $7.99. I really love this one. I do love this one a lot. It's the stars. $50 for that. Okay. Okay, I'll show off these items, but I'm not gonna check every price. It is packed in here. Out of everything I found for today. Yeah, that's interesting. The toilet brush. Hamburger holder. Okay, I'm at Target now, and honestly, I thought bananas were bad, but these are each as well. I was not expecting that.
So this is the area what we're working with here. This is our normal area where we would actually do our streaming, we would do all of our stuff. However, I think that we could actually get rid of this desk here, get rid of that desk, and do something right here of the monitor and make it work even better and more conducive. So let's go and do that. First, I need to get some more of my coffee that you made me earlier. Iced coffee. Now, I think the hardest part would be of turning all this around, but really that's not that bad. There's a lot of cable work though that does need to be cleaned up and tidied up on the back side here. That is for sure, especially down here. Like a lot of this here is the controllers and everything else. Yeah, a lot of it can be cleaned up a little bit more. But yeah, that's just basically what we're working with here. Zip ties, scissors, coffee. I think we have everything we're gonna need. Okay, so here we are. We have a lot of stuff on this side here. Stuff that honestly really has no actual bearing on our production when we actually go ahead and do game night, or when we do really anything for that matter. Whether it's game night or just regular Lego. A lot of stuff here is just junk that is being stored over here. And honestly, needs to go. The first thing that needs to happen is we need to go ahead and move all the crap. We need to basically just remove all the stuff out of here that doesn't have any bearing or necessity. So I think the biggest issue of all is going to be what we can actually eliminate from here. So we do have the Eero system here. We got a monitor. We got a keyboard and mouse. And truthfully, what is necessity over here? Is the Eero, this right here, the keyboard, and a mouse. That's all we really need for when we're actually doing streaming, because we've got to be able to set it up and tell it to go live. Other than that, that's basically it. We don't need this headphone stand. As cool as Batman is, he can go, the speaker can go, this little blue stand here can go. The iMac's not even being used anymore. It hasn't been used in quite some time, so it can go. There's a lot over here that could theoretically go. And if we got rid of all this here, it would open up a lot of room here that we could work with. But here's my idea. Let's not do anything drastic to start with. Let's go ahead and let's just remove this desk here of the iMac, because that in a sense can go away. The iMac isn't even needed really. As cool as it is with the Steve Jobs framed art up above it, I don't know, it just doesn't have a necessity. All right, so let's do this. Let's start by clearing this out here. So I have an idea on what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start by clearing out this desk here, moving 2 chairs into position on this side, and seeing what kind of room that actually gives. And maybe that could work. Because one of the other ideas I've had is going forward, whenever we do a stream, that then we actually have the blinds as a backdrop instead of just a mattress. So I was thinking about that as an idea as well. So there was one other idea I've had where I can make that side over there the video game side, okay? And then this side over here, the Lego side of doing Lego live streams and stuff like that. 2 different studio sides, basically. That was another idea, because to do that, all you gotta do is just rotate this camera around here and then move the other one around that's positioned on that side. That was one idea. Alright, so now that we have the computer actually pulled out of the slot, we can go ahead and start by getting rid of some of these cables that aren't necessary and reorganizing a lot of this stuff. And also, we can get rid of the desk for now too. So I know what you're gonna say. Hey, that looks like an awful fire mess. Yeah, when we actually originally built out this area, it was kind of just pieced together quick. We weren't really having any serious plans. We were honestly just going as we went along. And that's the problem with cords and cable management, is that when you start to go ahead and you just keep going as you go along, you add in extra cords and you don't take away what you should have. All right, I'll have to deal with that one in a minute when I get up there. So that's when it becomes an issue. So my first goal is power. Obviously you need power to go ahead and get your stuff, your gear, all actually working. That's common sense, right? You gotta have power, whether it's an electric cord or a battery. You gotta be able to do it somehow. So my goal is, how can I simplify the power metric over here and get it to actually be, how should I say, safe? Yeah. That is actually my goal right now. Figure out how I can go and get it safe. And whether I have to cut down on what's actually plugged in at a time or what the heck I gotta do, we're going to have to figure it out. Because how it was set up, I didn't like, to be honest. I thought it looked horrible. I thought it looked junky and very messy. And if you looked at my cable and upstairs, it wasn't like that at all. I designed everything with the shortest runs. I designed it so everything just flowed. And that is what I want to rebuild down here. That is my goal. And to start with, when you're trying to rebuild cabling and get it all structured out nicely, it can be a bit of a disaster. And I know it's going to be. Because we have power cords that go to different places. Oh gosh, we have small power bricks. We got big old Sega power bricks. Look at this freaking sucker. Okay? This is an Elgato Light power brick. And look at this freaking Sega Genesis one. God, what were they thinking back then? You could drop this on somebody's toe and probably break their toe. Heck, this is the original Nintendo. Was it just so common back then to have the biggest power brick? Like, hey guys, I hear that Nintendo's got a pretty big power brick. Yeah? Let's go ahead and one-up them. Is that what their goal was or something? I don't know. But yeah, so we're going to get all this done. Is it going to be a pain? Yes. But it'll be worth it. Because at least we'll have a good setup. Something we can be happy with. And that's the goal. See, the other goal is that, let's just say Tiffany says, Ryan, I really just want to use that side over there for the holiday. I go, okay, Tiff, awesome. Because this desk in front of this area here will be gone. And all we do is just rotate the TV around and turn those little light sticks to the other side. And as we need a game console, we just rotate the console for that little bit. Like if it's a Wii U, the Wii, you just move the actual motion controller to the other side. Bam, done. And honestly, Wii is our #1 used game system down here, followed by Switch. Those are our top 2 game systems that we use. Now, does this mean that the entire game streams are going to be down for a while? Yeah, but at the same time, we do have Lego that we're going to be doing. We got quite a bit, and honestly, all I have to do is just pull back into position the computer, plug in just a couple of cords, and we're up and running. That's the best part. But for right now, I just want to get like this whole stuff cleaned up. to actually make it better. And in theory, you know what? We need a game plan change. Okay, cable management is gonna have to hold out for a minute because we need to do something more important. So in the process of removing the desk here, we made a whole new mess. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead, get that stuff out to the garage in a nice, orderly way that makes sense to Tiffany if she were to see it and doesn't go, oh my God, Ryan, what did you do? Because already, I want it to not look like crap, basically. So let's keep going. Done. Okay. So far, we're already doing better. Now we just gotta keep on going. Okay. All right, before we can continue on, we need a freaking drink break. I told you the Zoji Rushi bottle is still gonna be freaking useful. I was in line. Because what my plans are going forward is just instead of buying like gallons like that, buying Tiffany one of these for like 20 bucks, and then we can just use gallons and just fill up our bottle as needed. So freaking good. All right, let's keep getting to work. So we're at the point where my idea is I'm gonna turn this around, okay? Because I decided I'm actually just gonna do that after all. Turning it around, putting the chase on that side, and then having a Lego side over there, and then having game time over here, because this will be a more permanent solution for now. Going into the holidays, going into everything. So that is gonna work best. Now I just gotta do it without dropping. Now the hard part. Can I go ahead and do it without having to disconnect every cable? No. No, I legitimately can't. Because really, it's gonna be that much of a pain. Plus, I kind of want to do all the cabling right once I go ahead and I get it all redone. This here feels like a metric on a cabling, but it is what is used to basically complete. I am so sorry that I knocked you over, my friend.
Like and subscribe.
So basically, that is what is used to control everything over here. And it is being completely torn apart to basically be rebuilt into something cleaner, something more efficient. And that is the key, efficiency. I want to be able to just come in here, pop, go, done. I don't want to play around. I don't want to have to go ahead and try to go through 20 different settings. Because to me, that's just inefficient and just wrong. It's a waste of your time. And your time is the most valuable resource you have. Don't waste it. Let's keep going. And honestly, this is all on me. Because truthfully, I should have freaking done all this way back when I designed it originally. I should have had the future set in mind and gone through with it like that mindset, not, what can I do after to make it better? Now, I should have just done it in the beginning, but then again, the story goes for everybody. I don't care who it is. You always think about what you could have done after you've done it. That's the hardest part about life. And sometimes you don't get a second chance to redo it. So go ahead and make sure you do it right on your first try, or at least as close to what you want as possible. That's the important, see. Let's keep going. All right. You will notice I am doing this extremely slowly. And there's actually a good reason for it. Because I don't want to risk anything falling. So basically, with these little pre-builts like this, if you shift it too much, you could crack the fragile wood and then cause an issue. And we don't want that. So that is why I'm going very slowly and taking my actual time doing this. Because I'd rather take it slowly and do it right than just rush it and do it incorrect. Because unlike Forza Motorsport, there's no going back 30 seconds to correct a mistake that you made. You make the mistake, you gotta live with it. I hate that freaking chandelier thing, that light fixture. All right. We're doing pretty good so far. Right now, my only thing is, I just want to get it actually rotated. And then I can go ahead and get it into position. And I see the actual official lines on where we originally had it. Okay, good news. Let's go ahead and stop that from shaking so much. Great news, guys. So basically, here's the deal. We got the room now. Guys, I know what we accomplished today. Honestly, overall, yeah, we accomplished quite a lot. We got enough room here. We could go ahead and put up another chair. We got actually room here. We could put up the temporary desk. We can go ahead and put that black one over here. Let me show you. Yeah, guys, we got enough room here. We got the Lego desk set up here. We can have in the middle. We could put a chair right here for Tiff. We got our chat screen still good. In fact, yeah. For video game night, we got the regular TV here. Guys, all we need to do now is properly cable manage the game systems and figure out what to do with the computer tower, which I think I'm just going to throw onto the side of it. And there we go. We're done. We don't need a freaking desk. We don't need a lot of fancy smancy stuff. We can basically make that entire area an all-in-one, except for a computer tower on the side. And let me show you how I'm going to do that. Guys, take a look. Here you go. We did it. We have a nice all-in-one streaming setup here. And before I do any furniture stuff, I'm going to go ahead and keep this path on this side here. On this side, all clear. Tiffany can come in, do her deep cleaning with the vacuum cleaner. Go into that stuff. And while she does that, I can cable manage the backside. Seriously. This looks like a freaking nightmare. Oh my God, guys. What did we get ourselves into again? Oh yeah, we were trying to eliminate 2 issues, fire hazard and cleaner cable management, because it was annoying the junk out of me. You know what, if only that's how it could stay permanently, I would be happy. I would be, but they can't, unfortunately. So let's get to work. Okay, so the actual first step of what I'm doing right now is I'm actually sorting out the cables, okay? To get them separated from HDMI cables to Ethernet, and then the actual game console as far as that goes. Because keep in mind, we have about 4 different HDMI cables that do different things here. So we have to go ahead and get that straightened out. We also had HDMI cable, I believe, no, DisplayPort, I want to say it was, yeah. Because it was one of those weird oddities for the PlayStation VR2 headset. And the reason why is thanks to an adapter we actually bought, the PSVR 2, which we actually featured with Tiffany, can actually go ahead and do different things as well, as far as the computer goes. For instance, you can play Steam VR games. Half-Life Alyx, you can play that one. And it's actually a lot of fun too, and I loved it. But yeah, we need to go ahead and separate power cords. We need to get all these cables separated, including Ethernet too, because the computer, the actual tower, had to be hardwired. And I know what you're saying, well, why? So the reason why is when I was designing the network originally, I went ahead and I had it hardwired so that way that I would have the best bandwidth. Because when you're using Wi-Fi, then you have to share the entire bandwidth frequency. But when it's hardwired, you can use quality of service better. You can use a lot of different systems. So essentially, it just made it a lot more reliable. And whenever you're trying to do a live stream, reliability is definitely key. Trust me. I don't know, especially from my public live streaming days, as you remember. But guys, let's go ahead and let's keep working at this of separating out all these cables. And hopefully we can get this part of the job done before we get a call from Tiffany saying, hey, I'm done. Would you like a drink from Starbucks? And I go, yes. I would love a nice berry refresher. Because, oh my gosh. Oh, by the way, this cable here, just this cable alone, okay? $129. $129. Yes, it is just a Thunderbolt cable, okay? And I'll tell you why it's $129. So back when Apple first came out with these, yeah, they were 130 bucks. All right, so here we go. Thunderbolt, power, Ethernet. That's all the power cords for everything here. DisplayPort cable for the VR2 headset. USB for a keyboard. HDMI cables. And this big frickin' pile here, yeah, that is all the frickin' cables needed for the retro game systems. Because remember, they also used AV back then. Okay, so when it comes to... So Ryan, how are you gonna get the monitors set up done? I actually have a way to go on that, okay? right here, I could actually have the monitor pointed this way here, okay? And just using a mounting bracket, go ahead and position it up with a clamp. Because that's how we actually had it on the desk. So in theory, I could actually do it right here. Let's do it. Why don't you start coming over here? Because I'm driving myself crazy right now. I wonder what she's gonna say back. But yeah, we should be able to do that. That shouldn't be a problem at all. Because remember, the whole goal is self-containment to right here. How can we get everything self-contained into a nice setup here? She just replied back, okay. No, really, the long O's and then a K. And then she's typing, do I get to know? No, no, no. Comma, just wait and see. Life is better under the sea. There we go. I love messing with that girl. See, that's the thing. We love having fun with each other. And not to mention, when you've been together as long as we have, you kind of just like to have fun with each other too. It's the best part about being married. Yeah. Seriously. Having a partner that you can go ahead and just play around with, have fun, and you both just click constantly. Yeah, occasionally you'll have your disagreements over things, but it's so trivial and stupid half the time that when you really think about it, it was like, what were we really fighting about? What did we really argue about, really? And did it really matter? I'll tell you, one of our number one things that we actually argue about, and it happens behind the scenes, and I kind of get why after a while, is going out to different places. Sometimes, mind you. So basically, we'll have days where I'll want to go ahead and go out, but she just won't be in the mood and feel like it entirely. So we'll run into an issue there. But what we'll end up doing, okay, is instead of just shutting down and stop talking to each other, we'll just go ahead and create a compromise. Hey, you don't really want to go out to Disney? Okay, cool. Hey, instead, why don't we just go out and we'll go for a walk downtown Winter Garden? Why don't we just go for a walk over at the lake and just get out and do that? And usually, that works. And everything is cool right after. That's just one of the secrets of what we do. Not all the time does each other want to go out. Now, if Lilli doesn't want to go out, okay, and she's home with us, yeah, we're not going out. Well, I'm about to get your drink. Perfect. All right, so I think I figured out how we can go ahead and accomplish everything we want. Okay? Yeah, actually I do. So here's what I can do, okay? I can move, no. Yeah, actually what I can do is just trace the computer keyboard mouse right to here. Plop that there, we're good to go. Yeah. We actually have a way to go with all this. The only thing I'm not too sure on is the Euro system, but we'll figure that out. But yeah. What we could also do is put the computer on the back side here, put the table over, okay? And that could also work. And then just bring in the white desk while we're doing the Lego kit building. That could work, yeah. For now though, I think we're gonna go ahead and take a small break, go over get Tiffany, because I think we're at a good point right now. Because at this point here, we need her vacuuming and we need cable management time on the back side. Once we're good there, then everything will fall into place and we may end up moving the computer tower to the back side here. But then again, I kind of like it right there too. It's 3:32, let's get going. Look, I'm sorry. Let's get going. Great. Now I just interrupted a couple's lovemaking session. Man, I feel horrible. All right, let's get over to Tiffany. Let's get going together. So, what did you think of my redesign?
I think that's gonna take you a very long time to do.
The cables alone are the hardest part, to be honest. There was quite a lot involved.
Yeah, I can tell there was. I am actually a lot happy to have it down to one table, though.
What do you mean down to one table?
Well, I saw that you moved the other table out.
No, you don't understand.
What?
I'm getting rid of both tables.
Oh, you are? I thought you were just going to leave the computer set on.
No, what I figured out is that I can go ahead and just bring the table out when we need to for Legos, okay? But we're going to go ahead and just take it down to just basically the actual entertainment stand of holding everything.
Oh, okay.
I'm making everything completely self-contained.
I guess I'll just have to see your idea when you're done.
You will. I'm going to be working hard on it tonight.
Lilli found herself something.
Oh?
Actually, she found quite a few, but she paid for this on her own money, so I'm going to give this to her in just a second. Bubble tea blanket.
Such a cute girl.
She loves her bubble tea and Frankenstein. She found a couple Frankenstein stuff, so I'll show that off in a minute.
So, do you have faith in me?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I'll let you take your camera over for Lil's room part.
Alright.
How was it actually using your camera in public today?
It was really easy, actually. I was just trying not to interrupt a lot of people, so there's going to be a lot of editing.
Yeah, but really, doing it just like this is so much better.
It was a lot easier. People didn't even realize I was even using something. I did get some ink on thing. I couldn't resist.
She is the cutest girl in the world. I'm glad she's mine.
The coffee mug one. It's so cute. It's just a felt thing, but oh my god, it's so cute. It was only $10. She's absolutely in love with him. He is so cute.
Oh, hey, home.
This right here is actually a table runner, but
No,
I'm gonna show
no.
what I'm gonna do with it.
Yeah, home.
I know.
Hey, home.
It's actually really big.
I. Yeah.
Okay, so far, this actually is working out.
Wow, very hot. Yeah. I think
This is her little Frankenstein setup that she absolutely loves. I'll have more figured out later, but until then, this is just her little Frankenstein setup.
So, I gotta ask you a question. What lesson did you learn today?
Not to leave you alone.
Not to
With
leave
your
me
thoughts.
alone. Because when I
think
have
know
free
that for a long
time,
time.
when I have free time and I see something
Oh my
and I know
God,
that
I
you
know.
want something done a certain way, I'm just gonna do it. But yeah, tonight I'm gonna be down there and I'm gonna go ahead and get it done, get it wrapped up. But for now, I'm gonna take a little miniature break, relax with beautiful girl, kiss on her, and then tonight have a beautiful chicken and rice bowl with pineapple.
Yes. I gotta set my alarm for that.
You would have forgotten.
God.
So guys, see, even though we didn't go over to Magic Kingdom today, we have gotten a lot accomplished that we wanted to. And I'm happy with that. Yes, I am. I'm very happy. So let's keep going. Alright, it is now 6 o'clock. It is time to go ahead and end the day for you guys. I'm going to edit this video, prepare it for upload.
And subscribe.
So that way I can get back downstairs. I got a mess to go ahead and clean up down there. Like a freaking disaster zone. And I gotta take care of it in one night. Tomorrow we are going over to Magic Kingdom, so that's gonna be an awesome fun day. I'm super excited for that. We're gonna be going on Rivers of America. And after that, or before that, we may go on Tom Sawyer Island. Whatever we can do, we'll see in that order. But we're gonna have a fun day doing it. But guys, thank you so much for everything today. I hope you enjoyed today's overall video. Because honestly, today's whole concept was fixing something at home and having a girl's day out. That was the concept for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Go get some sleep. You need it. Really. I know I'm going to after I'm done. But I know you need it more as well. So have a good night.
But I know we won't give this up.